Gentlemen, thank you. Our next contest, as we work our way closer to our main event of the evening, is in the lightweight division, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds, presented by Sonic, America's Drive-In, and Miles Construction.
Look, have mercy on me, have mercy on my soul. Don't let my heart turn cold. Have mercy on me, have mercy on my soul. Don't let my heart turn cold. Have mercy on many men, many men. Wish that's upon me, yeah, I don't cry no more. I don't look to the sky no more, cause I got it on me. I got it on me. I got it on me. You can run up if you want. What you talking about? Look, it's possible niggas know me. Keep 2 4s like I'm Goldie. As you riding or you hiding, if you sliding and you owe me. Run up, catch cold feet. Niggas act up to call police. I don't make friends, yeah, I make bids. Want some great bids, with some OG. This A-Y'all be my trophy. Shoot first, niggas shoot back. Oh, nah, niggas woo back. Nigga automatic when a woo clap. Shoot first, niggas shoot back. Oh, nah, niggas woo back. Nigga automatic when a woo clap. Have mercy on me, have mercy on my soul. Don't let my heart turn cold. Have mercy on me, have mercy on my soul. Don't let my heart turn cold. Have mercy on many men.
Up out of there.
Ain't nothing but a gangsta party.
Oh shit. You done fucked up, man. You done put 2 of America's most wanted in the same motherfucking place at the same motherfucking time. Y'all niggas about to feel this. Break out the champagne glasses and motherfucking condoms. Have one on us, alright? Picture perfect. I paint a perfect picture. Bomb the hooches with precision. My intentions to get with you with that and double OP. Dog, my fucking homie. Use a cold ass nigga on them all.
Show enough. I keep my hand on my gun, cause they got me on the run. Now I'm back in the courtroom, waiting on the outcome. Free Tupac is all that's on the niggas' mind. But at the same time, it seems they trying to take mine. So I'ma get smart and get defensive and shit. And put together a million march for some gangster shit.
So now they got a slate. 2 multi-millionaire motherfuckers catch a case. Bitches get ready for the throwdown. The shit's about to go down. Me and Snoop about to clash. I'm losing my religion. I'm vicious on these stool pigeons. You might be deep in this game, but you got the rules missing. Niggas be acting like you savage. They out to get the garbage. I got nothing but love for my niggas living life.
I got a pit named P, she niggerina. I got a house out in the hills, right next to Chino. And I think I got a black Beamer, but my dream is to own a fly casino like Bugsy Siegel and do it all illegal and get scooped up by the little homie in the Riga. It feel good to you, baby bubba. You see, this is for the G's and the keys, motherfucker.
Now follow as we ride, motherfuck the rest. 2 of the best from the west side, and I can make you famous. Niggas been down for years, so how can they blame us? I live in fear of a felony. I never stop belling these motherfucking G's.
Ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful Reagan introduces this first of 3 scheduled 3-minute rounds in the Tru Rev lightweight division, presented by Miles Construction and Sonic, America's Drive-In. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, this fighter weighing in at 157 pounds, representing the Wolves Den, and fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, ladies and gentlemen, here's Devon Byrd. And his opponent across the cage in the red corner, this mixed martial artist weighing in at 155 1/2 pounds, representing Team JSK and fighting out of Ottumwa, Iowa. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Kegan Morrison. Your referee for this lightweight contest, Zach Tigers.
Now this is going to be interesting. We got some very, very highly talented fighters coming in right now. Devon Byrd's out of the Wolves Den in St. Louis, and they produce some massively good fighters.
Yeah, and you can tell too. He's the stage isn't too big for him. He's nice and calm and relaxed.
You got to watch out when you're going in for those takedowns and putting your head in. He almost got his head caught in there, but he still got the takedown. Now he's in a good control position.
Yeah, Morrison did his best. I thought he was going to be able to defend it, and he finally ended up just got caught.
I think Morrison was trying to defend it, and then he realized I'm not going to be able to, so maybe I can lean into this and pull off a guillotine, and then he didn't have that. He didn't fully commit on anything right there. He didn't fully commit to stopping the takedown or going for the submission. I think he was kind of caught in between the thought right there, and Byrd made that too fast and let him think. There we go. Now look at this. We got a knee bar. Morrison absolutely has this knee bar in there. He's going to go for an ankle. Oh,
Really cranking on it over there.
wow. This is not nice. This is a bad position. Look at this. Leg is all bent out.
Byrd doing his darndest.
There we go.
to get
Byrd
it,
got it out of there. Wonderful. Wow.
What a submission attempt there, though, by Morrison. Wow.
Very, very good by Morrison off of his back. That was impressive. See, watch him recognize that. To watch him see, hey, I got something in here. I'm going to try and go for this. And hopefully Byrd notices that and says, hey, I got to be careful with this guy. He's not a joke. I can't just fly through him. I almost got caught there. He's been very close to getting caught several times here. He's still maintained control and done a very good job, though.
Is he gonna try to go ahead and mount him and pass that guard?
Well, if you see where that leg's at, it's real hard. He's gonna have to go real high to pass. So this is exactly what's happening. He has to stand up to pass, and then Morrison's gonna have the ability to push him back off. So Byrd needs to just kind of push through that guard. He almost slid his knee through. So what he's looking to do is try and slide that knee in the middle there and just slide past. There. So he just flipped him off to the side there and could have walked through that. Right there. He's a little off balance.
Morrison trying to find a way to get himself up off the mat here.
In the process, Morrison has gave up a position, and now he's basically in full mount just against a cage. And Byrd is just dropping hammer fist on top of the head, but Morrison pushes himself up.
Well, we talked about the importance of being next to that cage.
Yep.
And there Morrison was able to use it to his advantage.
And it's going to be a hard takedown there, and then straight into side control.
I'll tell you what, that was pretty high level there by Byrd, but we got to be getting close to the end of this round here.
There we go. That's the end of the round, and you can see the strength in Byrd. The strength that he had, he just picked Morrison up. I mean, it's a man that's the same weight as him. Right?
Yeah,
That's impressive to pick up somebody your own size and just put him on the ground.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. And along those lines, Morrison did a good job, I think, of remaining calm, being dominated position-wise, remained calm and tried to find a way out, tried the submission. Okay, let me work, got to the fence, worked his way up the fence, and eventually got out of it-ish. He did get caught in another takedown right after, but he managed to escape.
He found a way up, and now that he's found that success in getting up, he can find it again. And then once he finds it again, he can now work on not getting that takedown happen again right afterwards.
Sometimes you got to celebrate the small wins.
Yep, absolutely. You know, maybe Morrison might have been trying to figure this round out. Hey, I wasn't expecting him to take me down and be that good in controlling me on the ground. I mean, you've already seen how good Morrison was off his back.
It'll be interesting to see if Morrison tries to take it back to the ground, because pretty obviously he's pretty crafty on the ground.
Yeah, he is. You know, and he almost had Byrd a few times, but he did take a lot of punishment. And that's a lot of wear and tear when you have a guy the same size as you riding on top of you the entire time through a round. You're carrying their weight, and to carry that weight is a lot.
Just a flat-out bull rush. I don't know what you call that, but
he was so far away on that takedown, but he's just so strong. You know, it's almost like he comes in and it just Goldberg spears him, old school style, right? I mean, he's just so much strength and power that Byrd has. mauls through any defense.
Yeah, he did kind of fly right through there, like you mentioned.
Like a hot knife through butter going right through there. And it's not a lot you could do, but maybe Morrison said, hey, I'm cool with being on my back. I'm going to catch you.
Yeah,
I mean, look, he's going
for that knee again.
He's going for everything that he possibly can get a hold of. And Byrd's landing all the damage right now. I mean, it is just... He is landing a lot of damage.
Unloading on him.
This is gonna get stopped if he doesn't move. Morrison kicks the legs out from Byrd and just give him another few seconds. But he's gonna have to move, and he doesn't do it in time. And Morrison's okay with that. He knew. He's shaking his head. Yes, I knew I couldn't move. Yeah, I was gonna get stopped.
Yeah, he kind of got up there, and you can see it. You know, he's going to go tell him good fight.
Yep, and that camaraderie, that sportsmanship like we've been talking about, it just keeps happening. You just keep seeing it, and that's why I love this sport, because you should just, it's two gladiators, right? Bell to bell, we're not friends, but, you know, after the bells, we can be, and that's how it should be.
Yeah, absolutely, and you see it, you know, we've seen it both nights, and it continues here, so mutual respect, one might say, between the guys.
And it's nice to see. It's really good to see. It makes a an old fighter smile sitting on the side of the cage here. So
it hasn't always been that way, and it's not always that way.
No, it's not always that way. Let's go ahead and get our official results with Mike Savage.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is over at 1 minute and 23 seconds of round number 2. Your winner by TKO, Devon Byrd. Ladies and gentlemen, here with our winner, Devon Byrd, 1 minute and 23 seconds of round number 2. Very, very impressive showing here against a local favorite. Talk about your performance here tonight.
First and foremost, Kegan's a really good fighter. I think I tweaked my knee a little bit in the first, but you know what? At Wolves Den, we learned to stay strong, stay humble, but dominate. That's what we did tonight.
That's exactly what you did tonight, and I know that, you know, coming up here, first of all, we appreciate you making the trip up here from St. Louis, and talk about a little bit about who you've got to thank. I know you've got some people that came with you and support you tonight.
Oh, I got a whole list. First and foremost, I want to thank the Wolves Den for accepting me for years ago, but Mop Ebers is the reason why I know so much. I want to thank my cutting coach, Dan Greenbaum, from the gym at Prospect in Colorado. Without him, you wouldn't see these abs at all. I'm a fat man at heart. And then I gotta thank my fans, family that all came out, my brother, his girlfriend, my girlfriend especially. Thank you so much. Without them, definitely couldn't cut this weight.
Ladies and gentlemen, very impressive in your performance here tonight. A referee stoppage TKO at 1 minute, 23 seconds of round number 2. Give it up for your winner, Devon Byrd.